afternoon, race fans. Welcome to round 3 of the United States Touring Car Championship. We're at the beautiful, sunny Sonoma Raceway in Sonoma, California. Great day to be racing cars. Bright and sunny. A nice, cool 76 degrees Fahrenheit. Those engines should be making plenty of horsepower. The track has been pretty clean all day. No major accidents. No laying down oil or anything like that. So multiple classes have already raced in preparation for the United States Touring Car Championship round 3. Cars are going out there to warm up their tires. As usual, USTCC has standing starts, which makes it very exciting, if you will. Lots of passing gets done. We have GT class. They're the most powerful, followed by the touring class, and then the last class is the Sportsman. So we'll have all these 3 classes racing at the same time. On pole today, we have Doug Makashima's BMW M4 GTS. Brand new car to him. They're still working out the kinks and trying to make that car go faster. Obviously, they did a great job. Car's sitting on the pole. On the touring class, the pole is Ken Kurtz in the GoGoGear.com Hyundai Genesis. And we have Andy Chittum. Andy's in the Milburn Motorsports Miata, and he took the pole in Sportsman. So the drivers have done their warm-up lap. Now they're going to take their position. So we'll see how this, some of the cars in rear-wheel drive, some of the cars in front-wheel drive, and currently we don't have any four-wheel drive cars in the field. Green is up. He's unfurled it. And we have a green. Green. Genesis gets a better start. The BMW is coming back at him. They're going side by side through turn 1. The second Genesis of Ali Arsham is hot on the heels of Ken Kurtz. Ken didn't get a good start. Ali jumps on the inside of him, going up the hill to turn 2. Doug takes a massive lead. The Mustang of Mr. Donahue, Mike Donahue, is coming through the field. Now he's in 4th place. He wants to get around those touring cars so he can kind of catch up with Doug so they can have their battle. Gordon Pun got a great start, and now he is in 3rd place in touring. And we have Enrique in the BMW. He did a fantastic job. He is sticking right with Gordon Pun right after him, and he's already made up a bunch of spaces, and he is actually now intermixed with the touring class. He's leading the Sportsman right now, followed by the Volvo, Mr. Tim Hunter. So they're starting to string along. We have Marion coming through. She gets by Michael McCulligan in the Civic. They're both trying to chase down Tom Milburn in the Acura, Bay Area drafting Acura RSX. We have Joe coming up with that black M3 in the back, and right behind him is Enrique Ferreira in the colorful yellow Civic. Doug is now going through the S's, leading by a good solid, football field, maybe a football field and a half. And then we have Ali Arsham, who got around Ken Kurtz and are putting a little bit of distance behind him. Ken's on brand new tires, so he's hoping to reel Ali back in. And now we have the whole gaggle of cars going through. Tight battle between the touring and even some Sportsmen mixed in. We have Tom Lepper in the other Civic, the yellow and black Civic, trying to chase down Andy. And we have McCulligan, Marianne, and Joe in a heated battle. And Nikki's trying to hang in there, so she's coming up, trying to close that gap. So now we go to turn 11. They're coming through. So Marion kind of went wide, and people are jumping on the inside of her, so she lost the space to McCulligan, going wide in turn 11. So now they're rounding up to go up the hill. Multiple battles going around all around the field. Doug's kind of checked out a bit, so no battle there, but Marion comes back on the inside of McCulligan, going up the hill side by side. Going through turn 2, McCulligan grabs the inside, pushes the issue, and kind of gets the inside from Marion. So now he's leading, going into turn 3 and 3A, followed by Joe very closely. I think they're kind of measuring each other. They got to be very careful not to burn up the tires, even though it's a sprint race. If you push those honk hooks, they'll go away. The good news is you back off and they'll come right back in. So we have Ken Kurtz trying to chase down Ali Arsham before he kind of completely runs away. There's obviously a championship involved. This is only round 3, so it remains to be seen how these guys strategize.
Watch the show that's about real car builds, road trips to meet real legends, real garage projects, real tool reviews, and lots of real fun along the way. Watch Real Garage with Andy. Just visit YouTube and search for Real Garage with Andy.
Going through the S's is Marianne. Hot on her heels is Joe in that black BMW E30. Coming around the corner is Tom Lepper and Enrique, followed by Tim Hunter in the Volvo. And we have Gordon Punt going up to turn 1, followed by Tom Milburn in the Bay Area drafting Acura RSX. So up the hill they go. Turn 1, turn 2, wheels getting a little spread out. Doug Makishima's definitely got the bit between his teeth. He is completely run away. He's going to hide. He's going to probably win this race. I think at this point, since he's not seeing his next competitor behind him, he's just going to manage his tires and make sure that he brings in that brand new car in for the win. That new car is coming along really nicely. I'm sure he's going to be very happy with this result. He took a 2nd place at Laguna, so they're looking pretty good for the championship overall. A lot to be said about a brand new car. So let's go through the field with you here. So first in touring now is Ali Arsham, and it seems like Ken has stabilized. If anything, kind of is closing that gap. So 2 Hyundai Genesis, identical cars, twins. First one's being driven by Ali Arsham. Next one is Ken Kurtz, both GoGoGear.com racing cars. Next car coming through is Andy Chittum in his Miata, who's leading the Sportsman. And hot on his heel is Mike Donahue in that Mustang. Seems to be an influx of American muscle coming into this series. Tom Lepper's doing his best not to lose Andy Chittum. And Enrique is hot on his tail. Now, Enrique's car blew up. He blew an engine, basically, broken crankshaft. The last time we were here in Sonoma, big, massive fireball. And so I'm sure he's glad to be back in that car. Enrique actually lives in Florida, so he's come all the way from coast to coast to race in this championship. We're very happy to have him. Car's looking good. Seems like they did a great job. Right behind him is Tim Hunter in that beautiful Volvo. Those guys actually had some tranny issues last time at Laguna, and they've addressed it. Last time I spoke to him, he said it's shifting buttery smooth, so he's in good shape. Right on his bumper is Gordon Punt. Gordon in that Civic, so 2 front-wheel drive cars, 1 high-power, high-weight, the Civic, 1 lower horsepower, lower weight, the Volvo. It's interesting how it kind of rubber bands back and forth in the straightaways versus the turns. So that's an ongoing battle. Behind them is Tom Milburn in his RSX. So he's doing a good job. He's in basically the 3rd position in Sportsman. So he's going to definitely want to hang on to that podium place. And right behind him is McCulligan. Now McCulligan dropped off Marianne, so I think he's now going to chase down Tom. He's been podiuming me on a pretty regular basis, so I'm sure he's going to want to be on the podium again and not lose many points to Tom here. So after McCulligan, it is Joe now. Joe got her on Marianne. So now he is in his 5th place position in Sportsman. And we have Marianne Ingepol. She is coming up in 6th place in the yellow and blue BMW E30. We're picking up the action with the Volvo going through the S's. And we have Michael McCulligan doing a great job Very nice lines. Those chicanes, it's a very much a rhythm section. So you got to kind of get it right at turn 7, and then they basically all string up together. Mike Donahue is going through turn 11. Enrique jumps on the inside of Lepper finally, putting that BMW's power to use. It's a BMW 330. Tom does the over and under, tries to grab that position back from him. This is a sportsman class and a touring class battling it out. And that lightweight Honda, boy oh boy, he sure can hold his own. I gotta tell you, Tom is an ex-champion of the United States Touring Car Championship. He's done IMSA, he's done multiple disciplines. And you got to get up really early in the morning to pull one over on good old Tom. He knows his stuff. Mr. Lepper's been around, and then some. So we have the Volvo and the Honda Civic, nose to tail, battling it out, going through the chicanes in the back. And let's see who comes out ahead on that one. Lepper's going through the carousel. Enrique's trying to take a peek inside. The fatter tires in the BMW is going to allow him to probably grip more through the corners. Let's see if he's got the horsepower to chase down Tom. Going up to turn 7, heavy braking zone. Does the BMW have the better brakes? He closes in, but Tom's already made this turn in. It's going to be very tough to pass anybody on those S's coming down the back. As you see, Mike Donahue going through them right now in his Mustang. That Mustang's a nice blue with a pair of stripes on it, harkening back to the old Shelby days. So, good-looking car. Here we go again with Tom and Enrique, nose to tail. These guys are going to be either best of buds at the end of this race, or there are going to be some words exchanged. That's a close battle. Let's see where it goes. So now we have a gaggle of cars going through the S's. Gordon finally got around Tim. Now he's going to want to put some distance. Tim's, I'm sure, going to want to get back, and Tom Milburn's going to want to take advantage of these two battling it out and maybe kind of get around them. Put a couple of cars between him and Michael McCulligan, who is closing that gap. Joe's moved on. He's kind of gaining some ground. He's looks to me like he's gonna gain some positions and suck up to the back of Michael McCulligan. The trio turn 11, nose to tail. Tom gets a little bit of a run. I think Tim's setting up to try to get an over-under on Gordon on the Civic. It doesn't seem like he's going to be able to pull it off. That Civic's got some decent ponies in it. He's kind of gained a couple of car lengths going up the hill to turn 2. So take a little bit of a defensive line. Tim was thinking about jumping on the inside of him, but that was actually a mistake because now he's lost momentum, and Tom's looking to jump on the inside of him. But man, that extra turbo horsepower of the Volvo, he was able to pull away. All right, let's see if we can't find you other battles. Oh, hang on to your coffee cup. Don't look now, but Ken Kurtz is definitely closing that gap to Ali Arsham. I think Ali's tires are getting tired on him, and so now that gap is down to maybe about 5 car lengths. He had grown it to a solid football field. Andy Chittum is having a lonely race yet again, all by himself, doing very well. Second place is nowhere to be seen, but I'm sure he's happy about that. Chittum qualified, obviously top of his class, but 0.2 tenths of a second, or 2/10 of a second from a track record. So that little Miata is flying. He's having a blast. Andy's actually caught up to the back of Nicky, so he's gonna just zip on by on the inside of Nicky Arsham. Nicky's actually our youngest competitor. She is 22 years old. As you can tell by the last name, the entire family races. So her co-driver is her mom, Becky Arsham, who's obviously not racing this weekend. I think they started Nikki in go-karts when she was 5 years old. So she is, even though she's young, she has been at this for a while. She knows what she's doing behind the wheel. She can hang there with the guys, no problem. Okay, so Duck continues to basically run away from the entire field. Last time I spoke with him, that car has the paddle shifters, and he is, I'm sure, having a great time, very relaxed in that car as they're converting it and improving it. You can see he's still pushing it. He's got the tail out, coming around the S's. So by no means is he taking it easy, I guess. So we have the Volvo still chasing down the Civic of Gordon Pun, and Tom's hanging in there. he's happy with his podium, I guess, at this point. Tom had been away for a while. Tom retired from his career. So I think he took the family, at least the wife, and the motorhome and went sightseeing around the U.S. for a while. So we're glad to have him back. I guess it's time to race again. He's doing very well. Great to be back and fighting for a podium position. That's awesome. Perfect. So Ken is definitely visibly closing that gap, and I'm sure Ali's mirrors are now filled with a bright yellow giant Honda Genesis. So this is going to get interesting if Ali's going to start to drive his mirrors and Ken can push him into a mistake, or the old Wile E. Coyote who's been around can keep the position, the position he gained on the start. Like I was mentioning, these standing starts, they do a fantastic job of jumbling up the field. So qualifying is one aspect of it. Getting that start right is a whole other kettle of fish, I guess. So Gordon Pun, Tim Hunter, Tom Milburn, and now Joe is joining them. So this is going to become a four-way battle before long, and Michael McCullough is actually doing a pretty good job not losing touch as well. So let's see where all these battles go. Now, the closest battle at this point is actually no longer Gordon Pun and Tim Hunter. It is now the Ken Kurtz and Ali Arsham show, and Ken jumps on the inside of him going into turn 7. Is he going to make it? Yes, he outbreaks him going into turn 7. He's putting those newer tires to great use. Oh, what a job, man. Can Ali do the over-under? He's thinking about it. He takes a look, and no, Ken holds him off. They're going into the S's, nose to tail. Man, it's almost like Ali's car is the shadow of Ken Kurtz. These guys are truly nose to tail. So is Ali going to have it come back at him? He gets a better shot out of the turn. This turn 10 is not a place where normally you can pass. This is a pretty quick turn. Let's see if Ali's going to set him up for a pass in turn 11. So behind the hill they go. They come out. Ali's looking on the inside. He's thinking about it. Ken leaves the door open. Ali is going to outbreak him. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe Ken left that door open. Ali is definitely going to cannot do the over-under. He does leave him room, but he's getting himself set up for turn 1. And of course, he apexed that same property. Now he's going to get a better run going up the hill, which is going to close that door for turn 2 to Ken. As you can see, he's visibly putting some distance between himself. Now that is an old seasoned veteran right there. That's a veteran move. Not just pass somebody, but basically suck up the next potential passing zone. It's going to be very difficult to try to pass in turn 3A, 3 and 3A. Next shot is basically going into Tim Hunter. We have lost the Volvo, unfortunately. End of turn 7. He's pulled off. Something's gone way wrong with that Volvo. I was looking at Gordon Pun, and I didn't see the Volvo, and I thought, did he pass him? But unfortunately, we've lost the Volvo. That's a shame. Okay, guy, let's pick it back up again between Ken and Ali. So we have Ken clearly up in front now. Ali hasn't lost touch, but don't look now because here comes Andy Chittum. Yeah, we have Marianne having a decent race on her part. No issues with the car, so that's pretty solid. By the way, as much as Gordon is doing a fantastic job, this is his first race of the 2025 season. He is teamed up with Reza Arsham, And Reza won the last race, but barely. His dad, Ali, was gaining on him. His tires were going away. So I'm sure he's pulling for Gordon, trying to get him to, come up and join the battle between Ken and Ali. As of right now, Gordon's sitting in third position, so it's a podium. But I'm sure Reza would want him to do even better. Boy, that nimble little Miata, he is getting around some much heavier, well, much more powerful, but much heavier cars around it. The Hyundai Genesis is not a light car. I think they're running right around 3,300 pounds, if not more. This series is power to weight ratio. So the more horsepower you have, the more you're gonna have to weigh. That's how USTCC does the balance of power, if you will. So a very good way to have a great mix of cars, make sure that there's racing going on in inner classes, right, and keep it entertaining. And I can tell you, as a driver in the series, Pro Series, the most affordable Pro Series in the United States. We see Doug Makishima going by. He is no longer pushing it, I can tell you that much, folks. He is having a Sunday drive at this point. So much so that I bet you anything Andy Chittum's going to catch him. Andy has one speed. It is called ludicrous speed. and he's using it. The two Hyundais are still having at it. It looks like Ali's coming back. I wonder if Ali's tires went away. He is cooling them down to make a run for the tail end of this race. Marion is having a lonely race, but the car's working very well. The crack NASA crew has gone to the Volvo. They're going to get him out of the runoff area in turn 7. It's actually a pretty safe area where he pulled off. Tim's a very experienced racer. He knows what to do. Enrique's having a great race. Car's behaving very well. Hotly pursued by Mike Donahue, the Mustang, followed by Tom Lepper in the Hyundai Civic. Tom's having a great race. Man, that car looks so good. It sounds so good. Nose to tail, Ali and Ken. What else is new? Ali takes a quick peek going up to turn 4. Let's see if he can pull it off. Can he? No, Ken holds him off. Job well done. All right, so now we have Joe, who went by Tom Milburn, and he's chasing down Gordon Pun. We'll see how that battle shapes up. It's a front-wheel drive Civic versus a rear-wheel drive BMW E36, followed by Michael McCulligan in the Civic and Nicky Arsham in the other yellow Civic. The field has definitely spread out, and as we continue to see Doug his best to just have a nice drive, he is probably hearing all kinds of sounds that he's probably not wanting to hear, or maybe he's not hearing anything and he's just taking it easy. But I can tell you, Andy now sees him, and I bet you anything, Andy's going to make it a point to get by Doug. And I've raced with Doug. Knowing Doug, he's bored. Wait till Andy gets there. We're going to have a race on our hands, boys and girls, before this thing is said and done. Doug is not one to let you just go. All right, so Ken Kurtz in first place in touring, followed very closely by Ali Arsham. Doug Makishima, first place in GT, followed relatively closely now by Andy Chittum, first place in Sportsman. That Miata is hauling the mail. All right, we have Enrique. We actually have a drone cam shot. Very cool. This is a gorgeous shot. Now you guys get a proper view of Sonoma Raceway. This is a gorgeous raceway. Grass has turned green. Obviously, it's hot, or almost turned yellow.
Wait,
I mean,
where are you
the green's
to
almost
stop
gone.
recording? The white line,
But
right?
yeah, it's a beautiful racetrack. Once NASCAR folks started to run to this place, they shaved off some of the hills. You have such a fantastic view of the whole racetrack. If you haven't been, highly recommend it. There are even track events that you can come and join with Track Time or with NASA. There's plenty of them out here, and they give you instructors, so good time to be had, and you get to know your car very well. Anyways, back to the racing. Donahue's chasing down Enrique. I don't think Enrique wants to give up that position. Joe jumps on the inside of Tom Milburn, Let's see if he can hang on to that position. Tom gave him room. Wow, how generous. And Joe was kind enough to not necessarily do anything crazy, so they come out of that turn 11. Still Gordon Pund leading it. After that, Tom Milburn. After that, Joe in his black BMW E36. So, Ken Kurtz, first place, going to the yeses, going to turn 10, followed closely by Ali Arsham. White flag that they're giving him, I'm pretty sure, no, it's got to be the checkered flag. Yeah, we got the checkered, folks. Sorry I missed that one. So, in first place in GT, we have Doug Makashima, very, very closely followed by Andy Chittum and Sportsman. I think Doug was letting them come in. And then, of course, in the touring, we have Ken Kurtz in first place, Ali Arsham in second place, and Gordon Pund in third place. In GT, Mike Donahue is in second place. And in the Sportsman, we have Tom Lepper in second place, and Tom Milburn in third place. They're still actually racing to the flag, I gotta tell you. So Tom Milburn is hot behind Gordon's tail. And not too far behind is Michael McCulligan, who's right now in fourth place. I apologize. In fourth place. Tom's in third place. So yeah, unfortunately, Michael is not going to catch Tom. Tom will podium. Welcome back, Mr. Tom Milburn. Great job. Congratulations. What a great way to come back. Get yourself a nice trophy to take home. That's another racing family. Both of his sons race, and they've been racing with the United States Touring Car for a long time. So, folks, thank you for joining us. Hope you had a great weekend. We had a fantastic one. We will see you in round 4 at Thunderhill. This is Final Drive TV. Catch us on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. And we shall see you at the next race. Keep the shiny side up.